Christ got something important, very important that he's pointing out here through the apostle to the church, to the body of Christ, which is the Israelite Church of God, Jesus Christ. Everybody understand that? And what is he pointing out? What is it that he's pointing out? He's pointing out why you are here, why you are in the truth, the date of your birth. Why was that recorded, and why were you born? To finish the job. What's the job? You got to reach that 1,000 years with Christ. That's the job. Then to finish the work. What is the work? To be changed into immortality and to move on forever with God the Father. Almost is not good enough. Because if you almost made it, that means what? You died. How can that be good enough? It's all about coming into the knowledge of God, coming into the body of Christ, which is the Israelite Church of God, Jesus Christ, and how to conduct yourself to receive everlasting life. To get immortality, to get our position back that we had with the Father from the beginning of the world, which is immortality. Ye were gods, but now you're dying like men. So now this is what Christ is pointing out through the apostle in the book of Titus. It's all about everlasting life. That's what it's all about. It's all about coming into the knowledge of God, coming into the body of Christ, which is the Israelite Church of God, Jesus Christ, and how to conduct yourself to receive everlasting life. That's what it's all about. Ain't that why we all here? Give me the book of Romans chapter 2. You don't come into the truth expecting to die. You come into the truth expecting to live forever. That's one of the first things you find out, that you're going to live and reign with Christ 1,000 years. Then after that 1,000 years is up, you're going to live forever. Everybody got that? Only ones that expect to die is sinners. They ready to die. Yeah. Yeah. Give me the book of Romans chapter 2. Romans chapter 2. And let's look at this. And let's start at verse I always got a difficult starting at a verse because every verse is so powerful. Let's start at verse 5. Start at verse 5.
But after thy hardness and impotent heart treasurest up unto thyself wrath against the day of wrath and revelation of the righteous judgment of God.
Okay, everybody clearly see that, right? Everybody see that, the righteous judgment of God, right? I mean, everybody getting what they deserve in that day. Everybody got that, right? Okay, this is the people that were disobedient against God. They tell us also in another part of the Bible, I think it's Romans, you flip the page, chapter 1, and you go to verse 18, and it tells you what? Romans chapter 1, verse 18 tells us what? Read that.
For the wrath of God.
Read it one more time.
For the wrath of God.
Read it again.
For the wrath of God.
Read on.
Is revealed from heaven.
Read on.
Against all ungodliness.
Against how much ungodliness?
All ungodliness.
Against how much ungodliness, class?
All ungodliness.
How much ungodliness?
All ungodliness.
Hold that. When you go to the book of Nahum, when you just read Nahum, chapter 1 or 3, I don't know what it is when I get there, God tells you something else there, right? Go to Nahum. And go to Nahum chapter 1. Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. And read that. The book of Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. Read that.
The Lord is slow to anger.
God is slow to anger. There's wisdom and knowledge and understanding behind that because God is patient and waiting for his people to get the point. Everybody understand that? Everybody understand that? God is waiting for you to get it. He's waiting for you to get the point. Everybody got that, right? What's the point? Give me verse 2. Read verse 2.
God is jealous.
Come on.
And the Lord revenges.
Yeah, the Lord is going to pay everybody back. For whatever wrong is being done, there's payback. That's where that word payback come from. It come from God. Read on.
The Lord revengeth.
Read on.
And is furious.
And when God have to pay you back for doing wrong, he usually do it within fury. Do everybody understand that? Read on.
The Lord will take vengeance.
Read on
His adversaries.
Adversary is everybody that's against him. So again, the safe side is to be on God's side. Read on.
And he reserveth wrath.
What does God do?
Reserveth wrath.
He puts wrath on hold. He reserveth wrath. He puts it on hold. Read on.
For his enemies.
For everybody that's against him. Everybody got that, right? See, people think they're getting away because they don't know that they got an appointment with wrath. They understand that. It's sitting there on hold. And God is holding it until that great day of his judgment. That's the wrath and the anger. That's when he's going to unleash all his anger on every nation in the world, including the nation of Israel. 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to die in that day. Do everybody understand that? Read on.
The Lord is slow to anger.
But he's waiting on the other Israelites, the ones that's going to be the best of the best, to finally get the point. Be who I created you to be. I got my spirit inside of you. There's nothing that can limit you. There's nothing that can stop whatever it is that you want to do as long as you acknowledge me while you're doing it. That's all you have to do, is acknowledge that I'm your God, you my people, and now we will manifest this to the world by showing it through your actions. Showing it through your incredible works, through your miraculous works, through the miracles that I will have you performing. By the things that seems to be impossible to men, nothing shall be impossible unto you. But you have to acknowledge these facts first, that it's going to be coming through me. And the only way I'm going to give it to you is if you're like me. You're becoming perfect, right? We have to acknowledge these facts, right? So he's slow to anger, waiting for us to get these points. So while you messing up, he ain't gonna go get out of control just yet. He's watching it, he's recording it, he's putting it on hold. Read on.
And great in power.
Read on.
And will not at all.
Read it one more time.
And will not at all.
Read it again.
And will not at all.
Read on.
Acquit.
Read on.
The wicked.
What does that mean? Not at all means what? Whoever did wrong ain't getting away with the wrong that they have done. That's what that means. That's why it's so important for us to fix what is wrong. Because nobody is getting away without paying for what they did wrong. God would not be a righteous judge if he allowed you to get away without paying for what you did wrong. See, every nation on this earth, they want to get away without paying for what they did wrong. How you going to be a nation in power? Don't tell me America has been fixed because they nominated a black man as the president of the United States, as a presidential candidate of a major party in America. Don't tell me you fixed America. How you fixed America? You established your whole establishment is based on the wrong you did, and you haven't paid for it. And you think you're going to escape the judgment of God? God is not a man that he should lie. And every time we remind nations on this planet Earth of these facts, they get uncomfortable with it. They get uncomfortable with it. They get uncomfortable with being reminded that they have to pay for what they did wrong. Everybody understand that? God said what? Vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. Why did God say that? Because he's a righteous judge. He's a righteous judge. Which means what? If you pay them back, then they're already judged for what they did because you paid them. So God said, don't you try to pay them because, let me pay them. Your judgment can't be nowhere near next to mine. See, if you allow Jake to take care of the problem, Esau going to get off scot-free. What do Israel want? What do Israel in the world want? They call themselves political leaders and leaders of the people. All they want is some money. That's all they want. Reparations. We want reparations. We want reparations. Nah, that ain't what we want. The Gad made that mistake. All he got was some casinos. Nah, we don't want that. Okay, Esau still got his land. How did that fix the problem? You get a patch of grass with some damn machines on it. Christ got something important, very important, that he's pointing out here through the apostle to the church, to the body of Christ, which is the Israelite church of God, Jesus Christ. Everybody understand that? And what